What's up, FTMKickstart? It's Tuesday. Spencer here. Topic 10 is swimming. I personally don't have a whole lot of experience, I should say, with tips for swimming, because it was one of those things that when I decided to come out and start transitioning, that I knew would be taken away from me, especially living where I'm at. Summers get really hot. Typically, it's split in half, though. I mean, I only can swim about half, 6 months out of the year, and now it's about 4 out of the 6 that I can swim, and I have only gone twice, and that was actually this weekend. I was with my family, so therefore it was a little different, but I did end up going to the beach on Friday, and I honestly can say I was super uncomfortable. When I do go swimming, I wear my just swim trunks, and I will wear my other binder that I have that's a little bit older, it's a little bit more stretched out, and like 1 or 2 beaters or a t-shirt. Preferably just a beater, just because a t-shirt can be a little bit baggier and it can stick a little more. So therefore I'll just usually wear a beater and kind of just be aware of my shirt if I feel like I'm getting uncomfortable. I mean, I'll always bring a spare shirt or a spare pair of shorts just to change into if I'm really uncomfortable. Other than that, though, underneath my shorts, I do wear my boxers. With my family, I feel like I don't need to pack, but when I am out in public, I will pack. Normally. I end up taking my packer and I use a sock, and I will pin how it holds in my sock. I'll cut off the end of a sock and I'll pin it to my boxers. Therefore, you're not worrying about it ever moving on you or it becoming, coming out of your boxers or floating out, because it is, sometimes they'll float. the packers will, so gotta make sure that it's not floating. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of experience with this swimming, but I have been looking for a while of like swimming binders, and the best thing I've come up with at least these resources that I have found on the internet, are a lot of wetsuits will help. Binders in particular do work well. You could always wear like a rash guard. That works because it's pretty compressed. It all depends on your comfortability, though. I personally do not feel comfortable in public swimming with a sports bra or like a swimsuit top. I know some guys do, and that's just their preference, but I personally do not. I do wear my binder, like I said. I don't think I will have surgery anytime soon, so therefore it's kind of just sticking out with the binder, trying to find certain ways and particular ways of feeling comfortable. I did not, however, on Friday I did not go swimming in the sense of I didn't submerge anything above my waist, so I didn't have to worry about pulling my shirt out and making sure that it wasn't sticking to me, that you could kind of see. I mean, my binder does flatten me out pretty well, but my old one is a little bit looser, so there is more of a bump up top. But you see plenty of guys who wear shirts swimming because either they're uncomfortable with their body or they just don't, want to show off their body. It's not that abnormal to see men swimming with shirts on. And I know a lot of trans guys, that's like their biggest thing. Well, they're going to know right away. Really, they're not, because I saw plenty of people at the beach who wore shirts, and with my family, I had a couple cousins who just don't like their body, and they both wore shirts while we were swimming, which was fine. I mean, it's normal. A lot of people won't say anything. I mean, if people do come up to you and ask, I'll either brush them off. Or just kind of ignore them, or be like, what are you talking about? Or if, they do want to get in particular and be like, well, why won't you take your shirt off? I'll be like, oh, well, I just said, I'll say something along the lines of, maybe like a new tattoo or something, or that I can't get in the sun, or my skin is really sensitive, and or scars, something. Just you kind of gotta find a story and stick to it, I guess, if you're really worried about people asking whether or not, or why you're not taking your shirt off. The best advice though I can give is that don't let other people ruin the fun. All in all, because swimming is very fun, and going out and enjoying the weather when it's nice out, and you can't let other people, prove to you that, you're not, or try to show you that, you're being outed or something. I mean, I just go with groups of friends, go with people you feel really comfortable with. I personally would never go swimming alone pre-op because I wouldn't feel comfortable. But I definitely would find groups of friends, find people who you would enjoy going with and that you would feel comfortable and safe with, that kind of have your back, if anything were to come up or anything were to, bother you or make you feel uncomfortable. I don't think, though, like I said, I've only been swimming twice. No, well, 3 times, I guess. I went once in a pool at a hotel, but, I mean, that was just real quick. It wasn't anything extreme. So, I guess, if I was you, and, like, this weekend was pretty much my first time experiencing going out in public, after coming out, and I went with my cousin and my girlfriend, so I was very comfortable in that aspect, but I was very aware of my shirt and how it was sticking in my pants and how that was sticking, and making sure I was kind of pulling them out to make sure that, it wasn't sticking to me and you could see unnecessary bulges or whatnot. I do wear the tri-top binder, so therefore it does not all the way go down all the way, my hips, so it stops at my chest, right below my ribs. So you can kind of see that when you're swimming, so I guess I would recommend a full-length binder if you are going to go swimming. I think it would help, so you can just tuck it into your shorts or into your boxers or whatnot, and it would help slim down your body a lot more. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Just have confidence. That's the biggest thing always whenever you go out into public with any situation, any kind of atmosphere, anything you do. Just have confidence. Don't let anyone make you feel inferior without, talking to you first, because no matter what, it all comes down to how you feel about yourself. I hope it helped, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.